Interesting stuff.
So it is true, but it's too late. They said it's so.
Yeah.
Can you explain the relationship between the name Allah and the moon god?
I think this argument gets overused because I think Muslims could reasonably answer this. So you have
From those around, I hear a cry. Oh God, oh God.
The moon is the high god, therefore this suggests that the pagans were calling the moon Allah because that was their high god and believed the moon represented Allah, their god, which explains the fascination with the moon symbol. So by process of elimination, Allah must have referred to the moon god because he would have been the male deity in this pantheon of
interesting stuff.
I hear a cry, a muffled sob, a hopeless sigh. I hear their footsteps leaving slow, and then I know my soul.
Interesting stuff.
A chilly wind begins to blow.
Interesting stuff.
My soul from head to toe, and then last breath escapes my lips. It's time to leave, and I must go.
Interesting stuff.
So it is true, but it's too late. They said each soul has its gift.
A moon god, and they have this misnotion about this word Allah. So let's start with this word Allah.
Excellent. Very good. The whole moon god and whatever other claim, they actually, specifically the moon god, there's actually no evidence to this whatsoever. There's no record of any moon god called Allah. But unfortunately, it was people throughout history who couldn't explain away Islam, and so they had to, the best thing they could do is to forge some kind of lie about it, and said that Allah was some kind of moon god in Arabia.
Interesting stuff.
And if that were the case, there would be a lot of evidence to that. There would be Arab poetry talking about this moon god, but we don't have anything of that sort.
I hear a cry. Oh God, oh God.
The name Allah is very simply, or the word Allah is the name of God in Arabic. And I always tell people, if you go to any country where there are Jews who speak Arabic, you'll find them saying Allah. You know, Morocco, Yemen, there's some Jews, and they say Allah. And if you go to a church in any Muslim country or any Arab country, and you'll see that the Arabic Bible says Allah, and those people say Allah.
Interesting stuff.
So it is true, but it's too late. They said each soul has its
Reasonably answer this. So you have three goddesses who are called the daughters of Allah, who are also called the daughters of the moon. So Allah is the god of the moon, no problem. And so critics of Islam point this out. Hey, wait a minute, Allah is the moon god. You had tons of gods for all kinds of things, and then you took Allah, the moon god, and made him the chief god, and then tossed all the others aside. Come on, you took a pagan god. But I
So it is true, but it's too late. They said each soul has its given day.
I think a Muslim could just say that was, that got corrupted over time. So originally Allah was the supreme God, and eventually the pagans, the polytheists, had reduced him to just the god of the moon, and so I think they could answer that. Interesting stuff.
So it is true, but it's too late. They said each soul has its given day. When it must leave its
So there is a connection between Allah and the moon. That's why you've got the crescent moon as a symbol of Islam.
the fascination with the moon symbol.
آمنت بالله وملائكته واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله
Interesting stuff.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
The name Allah is very simply, or the word Allah is the name of God in Arabic. And I always tell people, if you go to any country where there are Jews who speak Arabic, you'll find them saying Allah. You know, Morocco, Yemen, there's some Jews, and they say Allah. And if you go to a church in any Muslim country or any Arab country, and you'll see that the Arabic Bible says Allah, and those people say Allah.
Interesting stuff.